Good everybody, how are we? Welcome to weekend weight loss sign off. It's just basically last live of the week. Normally, this is kind of replacing Saturday mornings live because I don't do lives anymore. Anyway, hello TikTok, hello Facebook, hello YouTube. I hope you're all well. Yeah, so every Friday I'm going to try. I don't know if this will be a guaranteed live, but I'm going to try every Friday, depending on how time goes, jump on and just come and say hello for half an hour before we kind of sign off for the weekend. I'm not signing off work for the weekend. I'll actually be working until about 9 o'clock tonight. And I'll also be doing some bits and pieces tomorrow as well. But yeah, it's just me coming on and saying hello for like I say, for half an hour or something before we all sort of depart for the weekend, and then we'll be back at it on Monday. I'll give it a couple of minutes because I have come straight into the live today to see if anyone's coming on before we do the top five. How's your Friday going? One thing I have noticed, so I've been in this office now since end of January. The sun has been beaming all day today, and it is a little bit warmer than it has been. This office is going to get extremely hot in summer. That is, I think, I'm going to have a little Google and I might have a look at getting an aircon unit fitted. I've got an aircon unit, actually, that I could put in here just to cool it down a little bit. But I'm thinking of getting like a proper, I don't know how much they are. Are they really expensive? Are they stupidly expensive? You know, like kind of proper wired in air conditioning unit. Because it is toasty. It is really toasty here. Well, it's going to be. Like, what is it? I reckon it's only about 15 degrees to 16 degrees today in the sun. If we have days where it's like 20, 22, 23, 24 degrees, this office is going to get rather warm. Saying that, though, I had my office heater on this morning because it was cool when I came in here. And I had it on, and that's risen the temperature. Alexa, turn on office heater. 19 degrees, it says, because it's got a thermometer on it. Alexa, turn off office heater. And that's what I have it set at. So I don't know if it's just because it's really well insulated. It's just got to a temperature this morning from the heater, and the heat's not dispersed because the weather's been amazing. I have no idea. Anyway, all I know is it's going to be... You didn't need to know that, but I thought I'd tell you, it's going to be really hot in here. There could be a lot of the Real Loss Boss sweating. Good for fat loss. If you're sweating, your metabolism's a bit quicker. Only a tiny bit. It's not good for fat loss, by the way. Before anyone starts going, I'll just go and sit in a sauna for hours on end for fat loss. No, it doesn't work like that, I'm afraid. Right. Let's do a top five now on TikTok. Lisa, good afternoon. Jambi's in, good afternoon. Paula, good afternoon. You're in Lisa in at number 1. Jan's in at number 2. Paula's in at number 3. Donna's in at number 4. I've saved Paula from doom scrolling, so I'm just endlessly doing that on the old TikTok. And who's my number 5? I've not got a number 5. I think this is the first time I've ever done a top 5, and I've only got 4. Oh no, Steph GC's in at number. Sorry, I missed Steph out. Steph is number 4. Donna is number 5. I was like, I'm not got a number 5. What's going on? Why are people not saying hello? Anyway, I have got a number 5 now. We're all good. We've got the old top 5. Anyway, how's your Friday going? How's your weight loss week gone? I always think when you get to Friday, like at this time of the afternoon, it's kind of, you should be have planned what you're having for tea. That should be in your app. You kind of know where you're at. Obviously, we're going into the danger zone, which is the weekend, which can be. I've sort of planned my eating for the week, as it were. It's been good today. When I was on this morning, I didn't know what I was going to have for lunch. Do you know what I've had? I've had a ham and cheese bagel. So I've had one of the high protein M&S bagels because I've done one. I've tried it for Worth the Calories. Worth the Calories should be out at some point tonight. Right? I'm halfway through editing it. I'm going to do this live for about half an hour. I'm going to come off about 10 past 5. 10 past, quarter past 5, and then I'm going to finish off editing it, and then I'm going to go and make tea. So that'll be Worth the Calories. It should be out later on. There will be a special edition Worth the Calories out on Sunday, which is an Easter edition that I'm going to film tomorrow. Orange mini eggs. Never tried. I've literally bought a load of product that I've never tried before for Worth the Calories for an Easter edition. Literally just from Tesco. And they're not all here, actually. But, so I have got mini egg orange. I've never tried them. And I've actually bought Aldi's dupe mini egg orange as well. So I'll have a little comparison. Aldi's mini eggs are amazing, by the way. They are all Aldi chocolate is good. That Dairy Fine chocolate range, I don't know if it's just the German or what it is top tier. Anyway, so we're going to try both of those. I love orange chocolate. Just to try and give a bit of variety. I'm not a massive fan of white chocolate. Rachel loves it, but I've got Nestle mini bar with little mini eggs in it. I've got a white Cadbury's cream egg. I know they've been out for a bit. I've never had one. I don't really like Cadbury's cream eggs, which is why I've never had one. But I thought, you know what? I've never had one. Maybe a white one's better than a milk chocolate one. Not a fan of a Cadbury's cream egg. And I've also bought some Cadbury's cream egg cakes. Again, not a massive fan of a Cadbury's cream egg, but I bought them because I've never tried them. Sorry, a raspberry and white chocolate. I think I've had one of these, but I can't remember. I brought them just for something a bit different. And then I bought these little Ferrero Rocher crispy eggs. So I've tried it. I've got about 4 other bits and pieces as well. They're just in the house. This is just what's in my office here. So I will be doing that tomorrow afternoon. I will be my little vlogging camera here, will be all set up, ready to go, and we will be doing the old a little Easter edition, and I'll have that out Sunday afternoon. All right, so that'll be out Sunday afternoon for you to have a look at. So it's Easter next weekend. So if you've not done any of your Easter purchases, what else am I going to have in that Easter? I've got like a luxury egg from Aldi. I've got the giant. I know it's not technically Easter, but have you seen the giant like bourbon egg that M&S brought out? They sold out instantly. We bought one straight away. We've had it about two and a half months. I'm going to try that. All right, so that's in there. So you might not be able to get one of those, but I think I'm going to try that. I've also bought from Aldi today the mini egg and the cream egg spreads. You know, like the kind of, Nutella dupes or whatever. So I've got them. So we'll try those as well. I've got something else as well. I've got some mini egg cake bars that I've never tried. I'm going to do about 10 different things. And I need, I'm only going to have a couple of each thing. Honestly, trust me. But I'm going to give myself about 400 calories. I'm going to give myself about 500 calories for it tomorrow afternoon. Right? So I'm going to have about 500 calories worth. I don't know. I was tempted to start it, to have it when I get back from spinning tomorrow, not have breakfast and just pile into a load of chocolate for my breakfast. So I might do that. Yeah. I haven't decided. But anyway, that'll be out over the weekend. I made flapjacks with mini eggs on top. Sounds amazing. Dan Baxter's in. Good evening, mate. Or afternoon. It's been good so far. Fatigue is fatiguing, saying that, you're tired. It's end of week, innit? I'm like, I always get to now, Friday, and I'm like, I'm tired. And then I've got my spin class tomorrow. And I love doing my spin class. When I'm there and I'm doing it, I'll be absolutely fine. But now, if someone messaged me and saying, hey, Neil, do you want me to do your spin class tomorrow? I'd probably say, yeah. I won't. All right. But I'm always tired on a Friday. I think it's a mentality thing a lot of the time. It can be a mentality thing. It's just like you're at the end of the week. You've had a busy week. I've had a really busy week this week. So, yeah, I know that one. Lynn, hello. Right, let me scan down and see what's going on. Yeah, there's plenty of people on live. There's not many people saying hello. That's all right. You don't have to say hello. That protein chocolate in the box was good, but when I googled it, they do white too. Which one was that? Was that the Neutrino or like the crisp? It's kind of like a Nestle Crunch dupe. That one. Debbie, hey, good evening. Hands up all those that have already eaten an Easter egg. God, I've eaten mini eggs. Does that count? I've eaten mini eggs. I've not had an Easter egg yet. I haven't. We've got a few in the house, but I've not tucked into an Easter egg yet. I have had a mini egg, and I've also had a Terry's chocolate orange egg, because I wish I hadn't done that, because I would have done it. Well, I'm trying to do this Easter thing, stuff I've never tried before. Terry's chocolate orange have brought out an egg like that, but I had one of them when they came out in January. So I've had one of them, but I've not actually eaten an Easter egg. I did ask the other day, like, what? I don't know what the science is behind it, but Easter egg chocolate is 10 times better than any other chocolate. And then someone came on and said, because they use a different type, they don't. I've checked. I've literally got a Cadbury's egg and a Cadbury's Dairy Milk bar, and the ingredients is exactly the same. It's just a different shape. It's not, there's no, they said, they tried to convince, and I did believe them. Well, not, but I was like, could be the reason. They said they use different oils. They probably just absolutely having my pants down. But I was like, I don't know. But it's the same with any chocolate, isn't it? Whether you're having a Whisper or a Flake or a Twirl or a Dairy Milk, it's all just Cadbury's milk chocolate, just in different shapes. Why is it like a Flake is elite, isn't it? Flake chocolate is just umptious. Right? I mean, don't get me wrong. Maybe I feel like that eating any chocolate. I'm not a massive chocolate fan, actually, to be honest with you. Like, I don't mean I'm not a chocolate fan. I love chocolate, but I'd rather have biscuits. Biscuits is my. In fact, someone said you could only eat Dairy Milk for the rest of your life or Hobnobs. It'd be Hobnobs. There'd be I wouldn't even need to think about it. I wouldn't even need to think about it. Dark chocolate, yeah, don't matter. It's all right. It's all right. I mean, look, there's certain people in the world that you've got to question their judgment and question their morals. If I'm being honest with you, especially, and there's certain things. Anyone that says dark chocolate's better than milk chocolate, that's very, very questionable. Anyone that truly enjoys a Bounty, I don't mind the Bounty and that. It's a questionable thing. It's a very questionable thing, We've been doing Easter bacon, and Lima's excited about the egg hunt next week. Oh, it is ace in Easter. I do like it. It is good. I was going to do an Easter recipe next week, actually, but I'm not. I need to do my blueberry flapjacks. I might do those over the weekend. You're too young to remember the Flake advert. I am not. I'm too young to remember the Flake advert. Absolutely not. I remember all the Flake adverts. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can tell me I'm definitely not. I mean, unless the Flake advert, I was born in 1980, so I remember all the. I remember. I do. Oh, I remember. Unless you're talking about a 1970s Flake advert, I have no idea. But no, I remember the Flake adverts. They were amazing. What was the thing? No, cotton. Why have cotton when you can have silk? That was Galaxy, wasn't it? That was Galaxy, but yeah, I do remember that. I love that he never grows out of anything. Absolutely, Paul. It's like Peter Pan. That's cool, isn't it? It is cool. I love that. I love that he's still got like maybe the innocence of childhood as you get older, because it's, and it's amazing because that's when like Christmas is amazing when your kids are young. So don't get me wrong, I love Christmas and I'm 45 years of age. So, but yeah, that is cool. That is cool. You get to enjoy everything, and it don't matter what age you are. Right, you should. If you want to go on an Easter egg hunt, so whatever age you are, you go on an Easter egg hunt. Get an egg, halve it, and have your yogurt bowl from the egg. I've done that before. Tom, it is funny you said that. It is absolutely funny you said that, because I was talking to Rachel the other day, and I said that. I said I'm very tempted to do on like Easter morning or even Good Friday, literally put my yogurt bowl in half an Easter egg and eat it. I was absolutely tempted to that. I probably still might do that. So yeah, funny you said that. It did cross my mind. Use the egg as well. Yeah. It did cross my mind. I wouldn't even use it I'd just use it as a taco shell. I'd just be like and I just get straight into it. Let me scan now. See what I've missed. I don't know if I've missed anything. For biscuits, I live one dips. Do you know what? I don't drink tea or coffee, so I can't even relate to that. But good hobnob, digestives. What is a one dip? Is it like a rich tea? Just like soak everything up. I'm a crisp person, to be honest. Yeah, I'm with you, Donna. I'm a crunch person. That's my thing. I absolutely love crunch. I love crisps. I love nuts. I love biscuits. I love things like that. I think that's my thing. Like if I go for a chocolate bar, it's always a Twix or something like that, or a double decker or something that's got a bit of crunch in it. One thing I am today is extremely hydrated. I am extremely hydrated. There has been a lot of a good amount of water retention peeing because I literally had a pee before doing this live. I've been on this live now 15, maybe 20 minutes. I've been on this live 15 minutes and 20 seconds because it tells me now on my restream. I've sucked half a bottle of water, so 250 ml of water, and I need another week. There we go. That is a bit of water retention coming out. Just done a roast with peri peri chicken. That sounds right up my street. Right up my street. Hobnobs and Marines, laughing at you come on dip them. They are an elite biscuit, aren't they? The Hobnob. They are a Hobnob. It is an elite. It's an elite biscuit. It is so good, so good. I've had a bit of sweet cravings. In fact, I went to M&S yesterday, bought loads of different bits and pieces. Bought some of the new flavors of the chicken tenders. Got the protein bagels, the protein spread. What else did I get? We got something called Green Goddess Dip. Have you seen that? That's gone a bit viral. It is absolutely stunning. Excuse me. My calories would have been fantastic yesterday if I'd not been to M&S. I tucked into a good bit of this Green Goddess Dip yesterday. So the Green Goddess Dip is literally, it's like ranch. It's like a ranch. It's sour cream, dill, I think it's sour cream, dill, maybe dill parsley or dill and chive or something like that. Sour cream and avocado. I think that's what's in it, all blended up. Oh my God, it is amazing. So I had a few like, Rachel got these. She went to M&S the day before and got these manchego, olive and red pepper, like tortilla crisps, like a very posh Dorito. So I had 20 grams of them in some of this Goddess Dip. And then I got a bunny munch, is it? A summer bunny mix from M&S. It's got like chocolate-covered pretzels, white chocolate-covered popcorn. And I had 250 calories of that yesterday. But I have had a bit of a sweet craving this week. And I don't mind. I gave into it a little. Well, it's not that I gave into it. I had the calories. I was quite happy to use the calories. Yeah, a little bit of a sweet craving. I've been fine today, in all honesty. I've had so I had one of the high protein bagels from M&S. So breakfast, I've had my yogurt bowl. I've used about 600 calories of peanut butter this week that I wouldn't normally use. About 500. I've had 4 yogurt bowls Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I've had 20 grams of peanut butter on each one. So yeah, my breakfast, and I've been having my yogurt bowl for breakfast. So I'm actually about 500-600 calories up there. That's the only reason my calories I'm banked quite as much. But I had my yogurt bowl this morning for breakfast, and then lunch I had one of the high protein bagels. I had 2 light cheese slices from Aldi and about 50 grams of ham just in a bagel. So I had that for lunch. And then a bit more of that Green Goddess Dip with a couple of them crisps, all weighed out, so it was all tracked. And then I also had a bit more bagel and spread because I did it for the Worth the Calories video. What else? Have I had anything else this afternoon? I haven't, but I am hungry, so I'm ready for my tea. So I'm doing like a dupe fillet tower burger. I'm doing the hot honey tenders from M&S. Cheese slice, hash brown, lettuce, bit of mayonnaise. I might skip the mayonnaise. I don't know what sauce we'll get. So I'm going to do the hot honey and have hot honey drizzle over the tender. So I'm going to do basically a brioche bun, hot honey tenders, right? Then hot honey drizzle, cheese, hash brown, right? Lettuce and red onion. What sauce do I go with? So obviously like a fillet tower, mayo at the bottom, ketchup at the top. But I'm kind of like, will hot honey go with ketchup? Do I go Peronaise? Maybe just Peronaise? No ketchup, no mayonnaise, just Peronaise? Something like that. I don't know what sauce to go with. I was thinking barbecue. It's like honey, barbecue instead of ketchup. That'd go great. But I also like something a bit creamy as a sauce as well. But then I'm like, I've got cheese on there. Do I need some? I don't know. What would you have with it? Yeah, barbecue. That's what I was sort of thinking. I was thinking like barbecue, lettuce, hot honey tenders, cheese, hash brown, barbecue, bit of red onion. I'm just thinking going barbecue with the hot honey. I think that'd go really, really good. I think that'd go really, really good. But then I was like, do we go Peronaise and barbecue on top or something like that? I don't know. I made a couple of minds. I love to do barbecue sauce mixed with Greek yogurt. Ooh, I was thinking about that the other day. I did my ranch and I just used lighter than light mayo and ranch seasoning to make like a lower calorie ranch sauce. And I really like it. And then someone commented, oh, well, I mix ranch with Greek yogurt. And then I'm like, I can't see that being. I think if you mixed it with full fat Greek yogurt, it might be all right. But I was like, Greek yogurt's quite bitter. It's quite sour as well. So I'm like, it wouldn't have that creaminess that you'd need. But then I was like, well, maybe. What was if you did Greek yogurt and lighter than light mayo, mix that and ranch seasoning? Because the lighter than light mayo with ranch seasoning mixed in, they said, oh, that'll be powdery. I was like, no, it really isn't actually. It's really, really nice. But it is quite thick. And I was like, ranch dressing is normally quite thin. So I was like, how can I thin it out a little bit? So I was thinking Greek yogurt. And then I was like, what about other? Because I make a tzatziki, however you pronounce it. So I literally use 0% fat Greek yogurt. And I add mint sauce and honey to it. And oh, it's delicious with a bit of shredded up cucumber, salt, black pepper in there. Bit of garlic powder as well. Oh, it's so good spread on a flatbread. In fact, I'm going to do it as a recipe. I'm going to do my homemade. I'm going to do like a Greek gyros. So I did my protein pizza last week. This week's recipe is going to be my banana and blueberry oat bars, and then next week I'm going to do a Greek gyros. So, I'm going to do my own flatbread like I did with the pizza and then just stuff it with chicken, red onion, some lettuce, maybe a bit of tomato and cucumber. Or no, lettuce, red onion, tomato, and my own homemade tzatziki over the top. Oh, that'll be a banger. And I'll put a few chips in as well. I'll probably just do a few air-fried fries rather than making I could do my own homemade air fries, but it might just be easier just to chuck in for the amount I'm going to have. Might just chuck in a few fries. Anyway, what about that Frank's hot mayo? Yeah, Ryan, that did cross my mind a little bit. It is flipping hot, and I was like, it's quite overpowering, that Frank's. I love it. I absolutely love it, but it is quite overpowering. So I'm like, I might not be able to taste the honey and the tenders and stuff like that. So it's all about balance. But yes, that could definitely work. I might just have to do 3 burgers and just have a few different varieties. But yeah, I bet barbecue sauce, because it's quite sweet, it's got a bit of sugar in it as well. You could mix that, like, bulk it out with some Greek yogurt if you wanted a lot of sauce, The dip with Morrison's salad bowl is nice. I think it's sour cream and chive. Yeah, Aldi do one like that. They're sweet and crunchy salad, and it comes with a sour cream and chive like sauce. And the whole bowl, even with the sauce, is 90 calories. There's not enough sauce for the salad, but I'll use that as like a fat sauce, and then I will add some, because obviously any sauce that's kind of what I call sugar based, like your barbecue, your tomato, is really low calorie because sugar's low calorie. It's only 4 calories a gram. The sauces that are calorific are your higher fat sauces, like your mayonnaise is number 1, really, or any vinaigrettes and stuff like that, really high in calories if it's oil based. But this is when I started looking at like Peronaise. I was like, a good mayonnaise is 100 calories a tablespoon, whereas mayonnaise is 46 calories. Well, lighter than light mayo is 40 calories. So I'm like, Peronaise is the same as lighter than light mayo, and it tastes amazing. Then I looked at that Frank's mayo, and it's kind of a bit less. And then James, that's on plan with me, pointed out the lemon and red pepper, lemon and black pepper one that's even less calories. And then I've got the roasted garlic mayonnaise from Aldi. That's only about 40 calories a tablespoon. So there's lots of good options out there for not a ridiculous amount of calories. Have you ever tried Stokes tomato ketchup Mediterranean? I haven't. No, it sounds very posh. I'll have a look for it. I like recommendations. No, I haven't actually. I'll have a look. You're nobody if you're not one of livestock. I'm not. I don't drink hot drinks. So I don't. Rachel loves a good dunk. It's a good custard cream in a brew. But yeah, I don't drink hot drinks, so yeah, it's not something I am. Oh my god, the My Protein Easter egg bar is amazing. How good is that bar? How good is that bar? There's 2 boxes that still haven't been delivered. So I don't want, in case anyone's on now that's waiting for them, there's only 2 of you guys. That is yeah. If you've never tried them, I have got one Boshy Protein box left. If anyone wants to try that bar, I think there's a stock. I think there might be stock left. Hang on, let me check. I think there's one. There is. I've got one box left. I don't know if the stock's on the website. If no one buys it though, I'm not really bothered because I'll just eat it myself. But yeah, there's one box left if you want to try it. And I've done like a little Easter edition of the Boshy Protein box, and it has the gold. So it's basically like Caramac, but it's like a mini egg jute bar from My Protein, like an Easter, because I've tried to do it as a bit of an Easter edition. Unbelievably good bar. That came out. I don't think they did it last year. It was out the year before. It was nowhere near as good as that. They've changed it. It is superb. Really, really good. That's it. It's Lauren. Lauren's wait. Yeah, you should have it. It should be there tomorrow, I think, Lauren. It should be there tomorrow. I just noticed today it's still out for delivery. Yeah, it should be. It should be hopefully there for you tomorrow. It is a belting box. There are some really, really good products in it. Let me go. Let me track yours for you, Lauren. It just says they've got it. It just says they've got it. So hopefully tomorrow you might get it. If not, it will definitely be Monday. It's got to be Monday because it's been out for a couple of days, 2 or 3 days. Saying that though, Nicole's box last week, they tried to deliver it. They put a picture on saying unable to deliver last Friday morning. And then it didn't get there till Wednesday. I was like, oh, we're going to have to put a claim into every. Anyway, no, it ended up there. All good. It's got some belt. You will not be disappointed. I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but just finished it there. It's up there with the best. I think that, Dan. I think it is absolutely one of the best protein bars I've had. It is absolutely top tier. Very, very good. Neil, did you find the 2 new protein meals in Lidl? I went to Lidl last week, and the Lidl I went in didn't really have anything. So I'm going to have another mooch maybe next week because I know they've got new protein pizzas, protein wraps. Didn't have any of those things. I was like protein cheese bites and all sorts. I haven't. What's the flavor? Are they in the chiller? Or are they frozen? But yeah, they didn't have much at all. Right, let me scan out. I'm going to have to go short because I'm starving. Neil, just had bloods done. Hang on. Is that your triglycerides high in here? Try that again, Paul. Is that your triglycerides up or triglycerides down? Our Apple Watch is good for tracking calories burned. No watches. There isn't one. There isn't watch. They're all optimistic. I don't know why. They always tell you they're all optimistic. Great for accountability. Right, so I've burned 1,022 calories today. That's my red ring on my watch. I know on average, so I can go into my health app. I can have a look at my averages for my calories burned. So I don't look at my red ring on my Apple Watch and go, oh, that's how many calories I've burned. No watch is good at doing that. What I do is I know I burn on average about 1,500 calories a day, right, on my red ring. So that is my target, right? If I'm below that, I know I've had a bit of a lazy day. If I'm above that, I know I've had an active day. So it's great for accountability. Likewise, when I'm in the gym, I try and burn 10 calories a minute. So if I'm in the gym for 45 minutes, I want to burn at least 450 calories. And again, it's great. And that's just on my watch. It doesn't mean I've burnt 10 calories, right? It's just, that's kind of how I want to be, if that makes sense. That's kind of where I want to be in terms of performance in the gym. So if I did half an hour of weights and I've burned 250 calories, I might be like, I need to put a bit more effort in next time I do that workout. Likewise, if I do half an hour of weights and I've burned 350 calories, I know I've put the effort in and it's been a good workout. So in terms of actual calories burned, no, there isn't one watch on the market that's good. They all tend to be quite optimistic. Apple Watch is normally about 20 to 30%. So that says there I've burnt 1,000 calories today. I haven't. I've probably burnt about 750. I burn 3,500 calories a day. My metabolism's 2,500, right? So by the time, and I'm only at 1,023. It's only 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Right? Now, I'm not saying I'm going to go and do a load more exercise, but probably going to take the dogs out for 20 minutes later on. That'll burn another 150 calories or something like that. Plus, I'm going to be doing a bit of mooching about and a few other bits and pieces. So I'll probably end up at 1,250 today, right? If you take 20% off that, 25% off that, that'll put me at about 900 to 1,000. My metabolism's 2,500. I burn on average 3,500 calories a day. That is on average. Today I've done arms I've done cross trainer in the gym, and I was lazy on the cross trainer. I just did it as a bit of I did 15 minutes, but there was not really much effort in. Level 12, very, very steady away. And I've done arms, and I never burn as many calories when I'm training arms as if I'm doing an upper, push pull upper body session, or if I like spin tomorrow. My watch will tell me doing my spin class tomorrow, I've burnt 600 calories in like 40 minutes. I won't have done. I was done about 450, but I'll burn more calories in 40 minutes. Like if I do 45 minutes in the gym, I normally burn, like I say, about 450 calories. 45 minutes of spin tomorrow, I'll be at 700. Right, so it's a lot more intense. So my calorie burn tomorrow will be quite a bit higher, and I'll get my steps in as well. So yeah. So what I'm trying to say that is just never be. A lot of people might go into your health app for Apple Watch and go, oh yeah, my Apple Watch says my resting calories are 3,000, and it says I burn 1,500 a day. So my Apple Watch is telling me I burn 4,500 calories a day. So if I'm like, oh, well, I want to lose a pound a week, so I'll eat 3.5. I burn 3.5. It's optimistic. So if I put myself into a calorie deficit from what my Apple Watch said, I'd actually be in a calorie maintenance, and then I wouldn't get any results. And that's when I'd be getting pissed off and going, calorie deficit don't work to me. I've been in a calorie deficit for 6 weeks. I've not lost any weight. What have you based your calorie deficit off? Never base it off a watch. Yeah. Just had an Aldi built literally across the road from our house. Life is complete. Life is up. When you've got an Aldi across the road from your house, life is complete. Right, that's it, guys. I'm out of here. I'm going to finish off editing that Worth the Calories video. I'm going to get it uploaded. It'll take about an hour or two to process and get in. Going to go and make tea. But in terms of lives for this week, we are out. I am back on Monday at 8:30 a.m. Make sure you subscribe to the newsletter. Live's going to be a bit different next week. It's going to be no lives Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday next week. It's Easter weekend. So I am going to be working Friday morning, but I am going to be finishing at about 11 because we're going over to see Rachel's mum and niece and nephew for the afternoon. So I'm basically going to get up. I'm going to sit in here. I'm just going to work away doing check-ins. Once like 10:30, 11 comes, that's it. I'm out for the day. I'll then work a little bit on Saturday. So it's always like that over Easter. Quite a lot of you guys normally check in on Thursday because that's kind of like the working day rather than the Friday because Friday's bank holiday. So, but live times are, like I say, going to be a little bit different next week as well, with it being Easter week. So yeah, just make sure you subscribe to the newsletter. It's got the timetable in there of when I'll be going live. Anyway, have a wonderful, 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 wonderful weekend. And I will be back TikTok Monday morning at 8:30 a.m. And you lovely people over here, Facebook, YouTube, exactly the same. I will be back 8:30 a.m. Monday morning. Have a wonderful weekend.